on liquefaction potential determination and hazard mapping based on passive surface wave geophysical tests in the Long Beach and Tuzla regions of Cyprus, which is going to be by Onur Selçukhan.
Hi everyone, welcome. I'm Onur Selçukhan from Middle East Technical University, Northern Cyprus campus. And today I want to share with you a study that me and my advisor professor do together, which is named as Liquefaction Potential Determination and Hazard Mapping based on the passive surface area of geophysical tests in the Long Beach and Tuzla region of Cyprus. Here is my outline. First, I will give a brief literature review. Then I'm going to continue with my methodology. Then I'm going to share my results with you. And finally, I'm going to conclude with conclusion and my future plans. Let's start with geotechnical soil-related problems that can be faced on the Cyprus Island. In general, there are two geotechnical related problems that can be faced on the Cyprus Island. These are the expensive clays and liquefaction. Expensive clays are known as a problem with the soils of the Cyprus, and it causes especially for economically related problems to the low-rate structures, but not a failure of the structure totally. Liquefaction, on the other hand, is a totally caused the failure of the structure by an effect of an earthquake. As you can see, Cyprus outline that passes south part of the island can bring numerous of earthquakes to the Cyprus Island, and this is the seismic map of the Cyprus in between the years of 1896 to 2019. As you can see from the figure, there were more than 400 earthquakes occurred in the Cyprus Island, but 14 of that earthquakes, which is actually marked with the red stars, did bring the casualties, fatalities, and damages to structures on that years. So let me talk a little bit about the history of the Cyprus. The Salamis city, which is located near the Magosa area of the Cyprus, and anthropologists in 1980 investigated the seismic sea wave analysis for the ancient city of the Salamis. And the author reported that in the year of 342 AD, the ancient city of the Salamis occurred in the severe big earthquake, and the devastating earthquake occurred in the city, and part of the city collapsed and sunk into the Mediterranean Sea. So therefore, it's clear that our investigated area, Tuzla and Long Beach, had been subjected to liquefaction risk before. So let me talk a little bit about the shear wave velocity. Shear wave velocity is one of the recently developed and widely used technique and application for evaluating different parameters in the building codes, and designing the hazard mapping technique in urbanized regions is evolving to more accurate local hazard prediction with the geophysics test. And earthquake relation will depend on the accurate shear wave velocity results and measurements in the depth of upper soil layer of the strata. And Nazarian in 1984 presented the spectral analysis of surface space approach to the engineering community. And from that approach, actually, two main ways for non-destructive testing have been developed: multi-channel analysis of surface space and the passive method as a reflection criteria. In between each other, both passive and active methods have advantages and disadvantages, but MSAV data allows to detect the removal and non-source increased surface stage and other continuous noises ray line based from the results, and the reflection tremor approach is better to use than extended energy sources generate ray line surface stage such as highways or oceans. So in order to reach the required depth of liquefaction, REM method is preferred to benefit from the background noises. Here is a diaphragm given below, as you can see. In every location, 10 pocket set data is recorded and 10 geophones is used in every location of geophysics test. This is the study area I want to show you that we have been done to conduct our tests, the Long Beach and the Tuzla region, which is actually in the east coast, located east coast of the Cyprus Island. And if you look a little bit from the closer, Long Beach and the Tuzla region are actually near the ancient city, located near the ancient city of the Salamis, as we know that. And as you can see in that both regions, we have a lot of standard penetration test results. can be found in the web page of the Chamber of Civil Engineers. A big database is found in that web page. And since we are going to work with the geophysics test, these data are not available on the web page, but thanks to the Civil Engineering Chamber of Cyprus Civil Engineering Chamber, they allow and support us to conduct the geophysics test on the field. And as you can see, we conducted the test there with desired locations. Here is the methodology that we followed. Basically, we followed the procedure on the literature to obtain the factor of safety results, as you can see. But while factor of safety results are obtained, one of the important factors is to get the correct peak ground acceleration TJ value. And in 2004, Algermison and Rogers shared that map for the Cyprus Island for the 6.5 magnitude of earthquake and the 20 kilometer of fault line. And we actually checked checked these results with using different formulations and obtained the similar results with the Algermison and Rogers for the same design earthquake condition. And after that, the liquefaction potential index needs to be calculated. We exactly first developed the liquefaction potential index in 1982, and after that, CERMAS in 2003 modified that formulation according to the factor of safety value of 1.2, and he added a new group as a moderate risk group, because in Izaki's formulation is according to the factor of safety 1 value, and there's no moderate classification group is included. So therefore, we use the CERMAS formulation. And as you can see, these are the locations that we picked for the Tuzla region. We picked exactly 28 number of geophysical locations. We picked this location because in that area there are a lot of CPT locations are occur, and to make the correlation in between the CPT results and the geophysical results, we picked these locations which is close to the SPT test results on that area. And here is our liquefaction index map that we obtained for the area of the Tuzla. As you can see, as we found, Tuzla area is under a high average and very high risk index group according to the results after we proceed our data. And actually, we expected this situation because of two reasons we can say. The first reason, in that territory, there are few streamline and river lines passes through that area, and they deposit alluvial soil to the site. And these river lines come from all the way to the Troodos Mountain to the area, and it has a very big catchment area. And as we know, alluvial soil is one of the type of soil, is the one kind of a soil that can be easily liquefied. And the second reason, we can say that in 2009, Professor Chitin is already prepared as his own liquefaction hazard map for the same territory by using conic penetration tests, and he actually obtained moderate and high get the high risk index for the same territory. And then we move on to the Long Beach area. Again, we detected 28 number of geophysical locations for the Long Beach area. And here is our results compared to the Tuzla. Again, we obtain high risk, moderate group of high risk, and very high risk we obtain on the Long Beach area. And we are expecting this situation as well, because as you can see, there are two river lines again passes that territory, urbanized territory. And as the assistant professor Dr. Akuntu mentioned in the first day of the conference, these river lines carry the soil all the way to the Five Fingers Mountains of the Kyrenia, to the sun, and deposits on that urbanized region of Long Beach area. So this is the first reason, and as we can see, the risky area is a little bit narrower regarding to the Tuzla region, because the catchment area of the Long Beach area is smaller relatively to the Tuzla region. So these are our factor safety distributions that will come below 1.2. As you can see from the figure, in between the factor safety distribution for Tuzla region, in between the region of 0.4 to 0.6, there are few number of locations in that region. But in the Long Beach area, there is only one location that came on that is the region. And as we can say, Tuzla, we can say that Tuzla region is highly more under a high-risk group against liquefaction in a wider area, we can say that. And as you can see, they are entered on that region in the depth of 6 meter to 8 meter soil strata. So actually, we expect the liquefaction in under the like 6 meter to 8 meter. We can make a comment like that. So here is my conclusion. Finally, it's clear that both of the Tuzla and the Long Beach areas are susceptible to the liquefaction. With respect to the Tuzla area, the results are aligned well with the earlier studies, and the ready testing method proposed a fast, cheap, and most importantly, non-destructive alternative to current well-established testing methods, and both regions, the liquefaction potential is related to the catchment area that carries deposits to the both sites. And let me finally mention a little bit about my future plans. First, for all locations, we collected soil samples from all locations in a depth of half a meter soil layer. And these we investigate this soil is going to the Middle East Technical University soil laboratory, and our aim is to make correlations in between the results, and laboratory results is going to be examined in these locations, as you can see from the figure. So thank you for the contributions to this study to the Civil Engineering Chamber of North Cyprus and Dr. Hindar. And here is my references if you get interested. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Onur. This is very interesting, especially because I live in one of the areas you investigated, so I'm going to look at those numbers.